Hey everybody, Spin Pixie, and this morning I am listening to the sounds of my favorite app. I'm just lowering it for a second so I can show you what it is. It's one of my favorite apps. The icon for it looks like that. It is called Relaxing Melodies Premium, and I believe it's like $3 in the App Store. And it has the best sounds out of any app that I have seen for this kind of thing, and it's pretty much like this, and you can choose from a plethora. There's way more pages of sounds than that. Besides all of these pages and pages of sounds that it's got, you can set timers and show your favorite combinations. Focus. Your favorite combinations of stuff and whatnot. So yeah, I love this app. The other reason that I love it is because not only does it have like all of these sounds, but if you continue to scroll over, you have excuse me, you have these meditation and dreaming or dreamless sleep type waves of sound that come through that you can put on, whether you have headphones or whether you don't have headphones. And these really do work. I've had some vivid dreams when I'm using the dream section, or some good meditations when I'm using the meditation section. It's a very awesome app, and it's $3. So I would check it out if you can. It's for the iPhone. I don't know if they have it for Android. I really hope that they do so that everybody can check this out. It's pretty awesome. There's also a free version of it too. All of that to say, that is the noise you will be hearing in the background. That is my background cacophony for the day. And I'm welcoming the rain and the thunder and stuff, so I like to play this app when when it's gloomy enough that it might rain. So I'm like, yes, we need it, so I'm welcoming it. So that is what's going on. And I am musing this morning. So after all the me, how are you? I hope everyone is doing well, having a nice morning. It's probably going to be afternoon when I upload this, so. And I'm having, as you can hear, I'm having a bit of trouble speaking this morning. So I got myself some lovely green tea and honey. I'm hoping it will hurry up and work, as I seem to be losing my voice, especially during the time in which I'm trying to upload this video, or record this video. I don't know, terminology is escaping. Really, Sasha? Did you just say escaping? Really? Wow. Yeah, okay. Apparently vocabulary and the learned ballet that is language is just escaping my brain this morning. But only once I've turned the camera on, apparently. Okay. So why are we here today? Well, I'm musing. Yes, I'm amusing most days, but today I am simply musing. I've been thinking about my path a lot, as I often do. And I've been thinking about, okay, so when I started on my path with my goddess, she was a very lunar goddess to me, a very lunar energy, a very nurturing energy, a very mother-type energy that sort of watched me take my first steps on the path and allowed me, through conversation, to get to know the easier, mild-mannered aspects of her. This isn't to say she was an easy goddess, because that's by no means true. Never was. But what I'm saying is that when I first took she didn't scare me away. It was more like, welcome to the path. Here's all the shit you're gonna have to deal with, so let me just, throw you some initiation is what I like to call it. So let me explain for you my view on initiation. Because I have probably very different opinions to a lot of people out there, especially apparently Wiccans. Because I heard something on a podcast a little while ago that honestly it just pissed me off. So much so that I was even tempted to write an email, but then I thought, you know what, no, it's just not worth it, because I'm so heated about something that really I don't feel like I need to be going to war over. It's not worth it. So this would be especially helpful for witches who have never been initiated by a coven or anything like that. So let me give you my opinion on it. Okay, so I was listening to a podcast in which the hosts felt it their need to say that you are not a witch if you were never initiated by a coven, or if someone else did not initiate you. If you initiate yourself, you know what to expect, and there's no surprise. And in initiation, there should be a surprise. There should be a perfect love and perfect trust type demonstration that you have to prove. There should be something that shows your dedication and whatnot. And so basically, if you were never initiated by a coven, you are not a witch. I took issue with this. And the reason I took issue with this is because I was never initiated, and I'll be damned if someone tells me I'm not a witch. Okay? So this is one of the key points that I pointed out in the letter that I had written, because it was angry, and I probably still have it on my phone somewhere. But if you guys really want me to read it, I'll either read it or I'll post it on the description if you guys really want to know what it said. But one of the key things that I wrote in this letter to this podcast, to these hosts, is that how dare you say that someone isn't a witch because some other human being did not initiate them? Do you think as mortals, as human, that anyone can come up with a better initiation than that person's chosen deity? And if they don't have a deity, do you not think the divine fates, who I'm sorry are frankly higher than you, don't have something planned for this person, this solitary witch? Because I was pissed. Like, there is no mortal man or woman, but I'm just saying man, that is going to give me an initiation more challenging, more self-proving, more hard than my goddess. And if you work in the abstract, don't think that you're getting off easy, because you got any number of gods and goddesses that have come together to form your initiation. And then coupled with the divine fates, I mean, how dare anyone say that just because another mortal person did not initiate them, that they are not a witch? That is bullshit. And that really, really pissed me off. Because this is what I call initiation. You say, "Hail to the divine, I'm a witch," and all your shit falls apart. Your best friend is sleeping with your boyfriend or the guy that you like behind your back. Your friends backstab you, especially if you're school-aged. This is some heavy shit. Your parents find out unintentionally that you're a witch, and that causes drama. Just the roof could fly off your house, your car can get a flat, like everything that can possibly be thrown at you will be during this time of initiation. And it's a different time period for everybody. And even those of you who said, oh, well, nothing that bad happened to me, take a look at your life when you started your path. If you were not initiated, take a look at how hard you found things. If you didn't find things hard right away, chances are you suffered some hard times afterward. The gods and goddesses, the fates, the divine, they know what you need, when you need it, and how much shit you can handle. There are just some places that I believe the gods won't go because you can't handle it. Because you as a person, not that you're weak, but that it's like a don't go there place. And they know that there are certain things that you just can't handle right now. Doesn't mean that you won't be called to face them at a later date, but you will be called to handle some shit when you embark on the path. So, I honestly think that, and this is the thing too, even if you are initiated by mortals, by other human beings, I don't mean to sound like I'm a vampire. Anyway, by other human beings, don't think that it's not going to come from the divine too. So then you get it double. So I'm sorry, but I'd rather take my medicine from my goddess and my god, so before, any other person, because they know how much they can challenge me. And not only that, but it's not just about challenging, but making you go beyond that to find out what you're made of. Because if you can't handle simple initiation, and I use the term simple loosely, but if you cannot handle your ruin, then you're not strong enough to walk this path. And that's my belief. I'm not pushing this on anyone, it's just my belief. That if your initiation crumbles you, chances are you've turned away from the path. Just my belief. Not saying that anyone out there is any more or less a witch either way. I'm just saying this is my belief. For me. So, if you're sitting out there thinking that there is a witch, or there is a person, like, yeah, it's great you've devoted yourself to, if let me clarify before I go any further. If you're someone who sits out there thinking, it's great and all that, you practice witchcraft and you have a deity or whatever, but you're not a witch, if that's truly your thought out there, I would advise you to definitely rethink that position. Because, honestly, that I would strongly believe that to be false. So anyway, now that we've just totally meandered off topic, back to my original topic. So when I talk about initiation, I'm basically saying that when you want something big, when you want, like, let's say you want a house, you want a car, you want something bigger, when you're more, it's more, I found it, it's more when I'm embarking on a particular journey, like, I want my own house, let's say. Okay, well then, I'm gonna give you this podunk little shack, and you have to make it a mansion, and learn the homeowner's guide on your own before you get it, and you're gonna be faced with strife and shit until you see what it's like, and then when you're ready, then, you'll eventually get the house, or whatever. It's kind of like that, like, we're gonna test you on your baby steps, and if you can pass the baby steps, then you'll get what you want. That's at least how I believe initiation to be. I might not have put it exactly how I think, but it's just whenever you want something big, you're gonna be faced with this shit in order to show that it's not just a flash in the pan want or desire. And that's a little bit better stated. So anyway, when I started my path, I was faced with my initiations. Things happened that sucked, that I had to overcome. And my goddess was there. And watching, teaching, showing me what I needed to know. And then as I grew in my path, she changed and became something more. It was not just the protective mother, the guiding moon. It was more, and okay, I'm going to sort of stand next to you and watch you now. And then as I've gotten older and as my path has matured, like my goddess has basically changed shape as I've become more into my path. And I don't know, my musing this morning, after all that's been said, my musing this morning is this. Do we kind of just grow into our deities, or do they watch us along our path and reveal themselves more as we grow? Or, because not every goddess is a triple goddess. Not every goddess has 1,000,000,001 aspects to them. So, I mean, I'm really curious as to how it works. Like, do they pull us like the tide and, you know, make us bigger and stronger as we get older? Yes, just walk over me, because... Okay. Okay. So, do they, like, how does it work, you know? That's what my musing is. It's like, did I just sort of grow into this huge goddess that I have watching over me, or was she more like, alright, I think she's ready to know this part of me? Or is it more like, do we follow them? Do they watch and follow us? Or is it more of a thing where we just kind of move in the same kind of flow? Like, you know, so I'm really kind of pondering that. I've been pondering that these past couple days, because as I've gotten older, wiser in my path, you know, my goddess has changed, and I've seen so many different parts of her. And as I see different parts of her, I notice different parts of myself. So, I'm just kind of musing about this, because it's frankly got my head, you know, on a tangent, and I don't know. I think that to some extent they grow as our knowledge grows, and they change as our knowledge changes. So they kind of, it's kind of a coincidental type flow versus one going one way or the other, because they know more about us than we know about us until we learn it. So yeah, that's my ramblings today, and I will see you all in the next one. Many blessings and have a wonderful day. Bye.